Hi there, it's Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest with 6 tips to help you maximize your chances of winning your Social Security disability hearing. I'm in hopes that these tips will reduce the uncertainty and the related stress that people experience in going through the process. So I'm going to share the tips with you, and then 2 freebies at the end that you can pick up to help you. So first of all, as best I can, I encourage you to relax through the process, get a plan in place, stick with it, and that's going to help you. So here's the 6 tips to help you do that. First of all, your expectations. Now, this message really applies to those of you that have a letter from Social Security that says at the top, notice of hearing. If you're before that, you can file this video, come back to it later. But in that notice, you'll have an actual date, address, time for your disability hearing. And usually you have 3 to 4 months to prepare, which, if you've been preparing all along, is plenty of time to get ready for your disability hearing. So set the expectations. No need to panic. So the first thing is doctors. What you've done with your doctors up to date, you can't change. You can't change lack of treatment or information that is or is not in your medical records. But what you can do is certainly stay in treatment from now until your hearing, but work on getting doctors' support. And there are residual functional capacity reports for mental and physical limitations. That if your doctor fills those out and they're in your case file, will definitely help your chances of getting approved. And you may be listening to this and be one of those that said, oh my God, I've tried to do that and the doctor stonewalled me. Even if they did do that, I'd go back at them again and try a different approach. Emphasize the importance of getting your benefits, or, insider tip, fill it out. Ask them to sign it, because it's difficult for them to deny the fact that they've been treating you and what your limitations are. And they don't know what your limitations are, but you do. So you could fill out that, bring it in, and ask them to sign it. And that really puts them on the spot, because it takes the whole time piece out of it. It's a signature. The other thing too is to collect additional evidence that may support your case, like personal testimonies from coworkers or bosses or anybody in the work environment that may have noticed that you were off task, or special accommodations that you needed to have while you were working. That's good information for your case file. It demonstrates that you were working, and usually in these letters they'll exemplify and point out like how good you were and then what happened at a certain point in time. So that can definitely help you. And any other information that you feel is necessary to communicate to the judge that you are no longer able to work or do your job. All right? You're going to need to have a doctor's list, a list of all of your doctors prepared, so that when your notice of hearing comes, you can submit that to your legal team, to your attorney. They're going to need that so that they can put all of your medical records that record your treatment and your limitations into your case file. Now, Social Security requests medical records at the beginning, and different representatives have different practices of requesting them throughout the process, but you definitely want to have updated medical records for the hearing so the judge can see the entire picture. So have the list prepared for your representative from the first date of treatment that you saw a doctor to the last date of visit, and who the doctor is and their address, so they can get those medical records. That's just incredibly important for the judge to have those, so they can see that you've been in consistent treatment. Remember, the general rule for disability is you have conditions, they're being treated by a doctor, and they're preventing you from being able to work. So if you have the conditions and you haven't been treated, and it shows in your medical records, that's not going to help you. But if it does show in your medical records, hence the reason for having the medical records in the case file, it's going to help your case. So a doctor's list. A lot of people ask, well, when am I going to meet with my attorney? And again, this just as a general rule, I don't know who your disability attorney or non-attorney representative is, but in most of the circles that I travel in, the strategy is this. The case is worked up by the legal team. You're advised what to have and what to put in and what to submit into the case. And then you meet with the attorney or non-attorney representative that's going to court with you, usually like 7 to 10 days before the hearing, to go through some preparation and set expectations. And then oftentimes you'll meet before the hearing to reinforce that. So meeting 30, 60, 90 days in advance is not common, and the reason is usually the attorney isn't up to speed on the case, frankly. And the other thing is, if they meet with you and go over your strategy, you're responsible for holding that information for that period of time. So it's better to have it done closer, because really your role is minimal when you go to a hearing, if you have a good representative, which I trust that you do. So just focus on that, and don't worry, just follow the directions. I know one of the challenges that people have in the process that causes a lot of stress is they think something should be being done, but they don't know what it is, and they don't understand the process and the preparation process. So if you just follow these steps and understand that you need to have your doctor's list put together and any additional evidence submitted, and you're going to meet 7 to 10 days before, and you're going to go to your hearing, and you're going to dress casual and kind of relax like this, and you're going to trust the process, then you have everything taken care of. So, and it's, you know, if there's more than that, consult your team that's working with you. So I hope you find these tips helpful. So at the bottom below here, there is a link that you will find that will go through doctor support and how you can get the residual functional capacity reports. You'll also have a link below here that we have a what to do and what not to do while you're waiting for a hearing course. You can subscribe to that. They're both free services that we provide here at the Disability Digest. And if you're not a member here, there'll be a third link below where you can join us as a member and get the full meal deal. All of the information to help you get on your benefits, and once you're on them, to help you maximize them. So I hope you find this helpful. Join us in the comments, share the video. If you like the work that we do, we'd love to hear from you. Make it a great day. This has been Brian Therrien. Thank you.